What's up, guys? 4-mag war bag just finished up for a customer. Built a few of these last week, this weekend. Super kit bag that we did Friday on a full build video. Fupas. Most of the gear's been put away already, boxed up and ready to ship come Monday. We'll walk up here, see what's up here though. Bang bang, what's up? 2 quarts. More war bags right here. 1 quart canteens. We've got OD black, multicam black. Extended radios. We still have a few of those Woodland NSW admins available. What? How much? How much? 25. So still the same price. Don't order it. We've got 3 of them here. Rallymans without pistols. Rallymans with pistols. Got some clothes bags. A few left in IX. Got some OD. I think there's some OD black floating around here. Black red. There's definitely some multicam coyote. Several different colors there in medium. Here are smalls right here. Those mediums right there are, those splatters right there are mediums. Vehicle med bags. There is, or was as of Friday, there was still a OD black NSW. Got some IX AKM4s. Some of this stuff here has not been pulled. All of the gear that was on the table Friday night has been put away. But a lot of this gear here, there will still be if some of this stuff will have been sold over the weekend. Chase, what's up? Subi, what's going on? Jennifer, what's up? Calvin, Josh Winnie, what's up, buddy? Todd, how are you? Kevin Frederick, Ian Peace, what's up? Most, what's going on? Homestead, what's up? Chase, Iron Sight Armory, what's going on? Radio Made Easy, I see you're on here. What's up, buddy? AJ, how are you?
You just placed an order.
AJ did. Thank you for the order, AJ. We've got lightweight hoodies here. We still have some of the OD Special Operations Equipment logo shirts available. Finally starting to track home. Got it. Nathan Bardo, it's just some turd, man. He's already been banned. Calvin, what's going on? He got gone. Yeah, I fucking banned him out of here. Don't even address them. Just fucking remove them. iPad sleeves. These come with dual-sided Velcro, so you can Velcro them into any of the bags. So far there's black, there's a coyote with black, and then here is Typhon, another run of Typhon with toxic thread. Joshua Taft, what's up? Working the sun tonight on Flint Strikers, very cool. Yeah, the haters, they're still commenting. I'm going back and forth with a dude on that fucking video. A dude's like, $400 is just absolutely absurd. I'm like, US made product, man, $400. If it takes him 8 hours, that's $50 an hour. Don't you make $50 an hour? Or at least want to make $50 an hour? And if you can only make one, and chances are you couldn't even buy one, just from the traffic from this video right here, I'm sure they're fucking sold out or at least at capacity. Saves my MacBook Pro. Yeah, it'll fit the smaller MacBooks. Like my big MacBook will not fit in this iPad sleeve. The smaller ones will. Glenn, how are you? Yeah, those sleeves are pretty clean. Yeah, most people are too lazy to want to make 50 an hour. Yeah, they're too lazy to do what it takes. That or they have some fucking cushy job And that's what that job pays. 2 months out, yep. DJ Guzman, what's going on? How are you? Well, it doesn't matter. You might as well don't even say it again because that is the new format. You like the EDC organizer? Do you have one? People think of gear producers. Yeah, those are all people that don't do shit. That dude's even like, I'm a former Marine. I used your product. I'm aware of. I used to make all my own gear. I'm like, then how the fuck can you talk shit about this bag? I go, the dude making it is a prior infantry Marine. He's like, I'm all about helping people that were Marines. Like blah 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 blah. Sitting around a fire with friends. Let this run in the background. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't been doing lives. There's just not. It's the same thing over and over. I cannot stand here and just read your guys' comments. And I have enough product I put out that people already don't participate in comment. So I just haven't been doing the lives. Like, you guys want the lives? Make it worth me doing them, because it's definitely not worth. Like, I got 6 hours extra shit done this week by not doing lives this weekend. EDC, yeah, I'm the one that put that up, AJ. I'm the one that put the EDC organizer up. I'm the one putting all of the shorts up. Brandel puts the longs, I put all the shorts. So if you don't see them, it's because I didn't do them. Nope, not surplus. We build everything that you see here on these sewing machines right here in Tennessee. When you use a $400 bag every day, it serves you for only a little over $1. Yeah. It, like, when you build something padded, you literally build 2 items and then put the foam in between with a lot more labor. It's much more labor intensive to build a bag that is padded on all 4 sides. To pad this bag, I sew 3 sides, put the foam in, sew this, make this square, right, on the front and the back. And then I make mine so that we put it in after the fact. It makes it much more rigid that way. And that little backpack is very, very specific to that radio set. Most guys aren't ever going to use that radio backpack because it just, all it holds is the radio in the backpack. So if you ever have to move with a you know, an amount of stuff or be on foot, you need a backpack. So that little backpack, you're carrying that in your hand. And people are all up in arms over something that they were never going to buy anyways. It's a very, very specific niche product. Name of the pouch for the bug with Thermacell, but it's not available. We haven't put it up yet. You have an EDC organizer in Woodland, right on? Take custom or no, we don't. No, I would love to do your custom shit. Everything I touch starts at $1,000. I sell all of that. I literally price things hoping that people won't take me up on anything custom. And that's where, and I still have more work than I want. Love the live feed. Really appreciate the tutorial sewing, right on. Yeah, it's the same guys that say I would never buy a Rolex because they don't keep good time. First of all, those motherfuckers have never been around a Rolex. They don't know what good time is or whether it keeps good time. And they've never had the money to be able to buy a Rolex anyways. There ain't a motherfucker out there that can buy a Rolex. that's telling you and spouting off that they wouldn't buy a Rolex. Will DJI Mini fit in a padded night? It will, yeah. I don't put my DJI Mini in a padded case. It just doesn't need it. Like it doesn't need it. Will it fit? Absolutely it will. But I carry a Mini 4 Pro every time I leave the building with a smart controller, and I don't ever put it in anything padded. I don't put any of my night vision in anything padded. I don't put any of my electronics in anything padded and specific to the item. I make all that shit because motherfuckers buy it, but I'm telling you, as the dude that makes it and sells it, it is not necessary. No, I don't have quads. You don't need them. Quads are for CQB only. You're not doing anything that requires quads, nor am I. And Notham, I think it's Notham 1775. 95% of the time a guy says, do you make something custom? I've already got it in a bag and we already built it. Brett, just subscribe. Right on, man. I've been making videos for 15 some years. I've been on Facebook since the very beginning. We got about 700,000 on Facebook. We're like 120,000 subscribers on YouTube. We got about 120,000 on TikTok. Buck bags out of, no, I've never heard of them. I assume it's some hunting gear or something. Buck bags. Not familiar with it. What is it? Good, Billy, what's up? Almost anything you want, but they're out of business. Got it. No idea, man. I wanted a Rolex, but I ordered the padded suspenders instead. You'll probably get more use out of the padded suspenders. Even when I put on watches, I still pull my phone out of my pocket to see what time it is. Super kit bags, maybe this week. We did one on a build video. And then I've got a deplorables bag that'll be on the next build video. These are orders just from today. She marks them up and highlights anything that needs highlighting, highlights the quantity if it's multiple, so we can go through and pull them faster. What is the deplorables bag? I don't think I've ever seen one. You'll see one tomorrow. It's a big bag. It's 30 inches long. It's kind of like our large tool bag, sort of. It's a cross between our large tool bag and a large clothes bag. It's got more structure to it. There's a slot in the bottom so you can put a big sheet of plastic or wood in the bottom to give it some floor. It's got Velcro inside. It's a big bag, 30 inches long, has a shoulder strap and handles. And then it's Velcroed inside so you can put all the mesh pockets and everything inside it. And then the super kit bag, it's a very, very big bag. So is the deplorable bag. They're both very big bags. Just placed an order for a fupa right on. Thanks for the order. How big the deplorable bag is, my 4-year-old fits in it. Yeah, we took one of our girls that works here and put her in the super kit bag Friday. She's put on a little weight. She doesn't quite fit in there like she used to. There is a video, if you look at the deplorable bag video, just go on my channel here, type in deplorable. We actually made a pretty good video, and we have the murder kit video, I think is what it was called. But if you search deplorable, you'll find it. And she jumped out of that bag. We had her in that bag in that video. And then on my on the super kit bag, we had all 3 of my kids in the super kit bag at one time. We did a video. Family of 5 has lived out of 2 deplorable bags for the last 5 weeks. Yeah, they're big bags. With the gangs in Aurora, about 6 hours away, I wonder how long until my micro rigs will see action. You better hope they don't, because if it comes to the point where they do, it's you they're going to arrest and not the gangs. So remove yourself as much from that as you can. Do not ever say shit like that here on the internet. Even though you remove it, they still have a record of everything you've ever typed out, so just cover your ass. And how rampant is that in Aurora, right? We see a lot of stuff coming out of Aurora, like in the parking lots of Walmart. There's little fruit stands and all kinds of bullshit set up.
They're taking over whole entire apartment.
I understand they're taking over whole entire apartment complexes, but every time we hear it, it's always the same apartment complex. I wonder how much that's happening, or is it one specific thing, how rampant that is. Just like the gunfight and all the fires and shit with, what's the kid's name? Shot the fucking dipshit skater kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you would have thought the whole city was on fire, but it was like one street right there. Aurora police are downplaying all of it. Yeah. I bet there's, yeah. Are the HA really going to Aurora? I don't know. Who the Fed's going to go after? The Feds are letting this happen. They want this to happen so they can scream gun control and issue in more communism and shit. Like, this is all by design. This is the plan. You know where it's not happening? It's not happening outside of cities. Same complex, same video, and the Hells Angels are coming. It'd be interesting to see. Fast and Furious 2.0. Yeah, it's all fucking planned. I can't imagine who the fuck even stays in Colorado anymore. California, Colorado. Now, I saw some guys that I watch, viewers calling in and such, said they went to buy some of these fruits and veggies from these fruit stands, and they're really pushing, let me see your credit card, let me see your credit card. And they're like, no, I'll cash app you or I'll pay cash. They won't take cash. That's a fucking clue. They are really pushing to get your credit card because they're going to skim it. They're going to fucking swipe your numbers. sit in the cornfield. Yeah, we didn't have any COVID. We didn't have no lockdowns. We didn't have none of that shit here in Tennessee. Thick ass squares on their phones to scan your card. Yep. Yeah. It's not worth going to see them, man. Like, just stay away from them. You are seeing. I did see a video today. Also, Aurora, teenager, and I think I heard about this some time ago. They're just bringing it back up. Teenager watching two younger children. FedEx driver, somebody with a delivery driver knocks on the door. As soon as the kid opens the door, the teenage female, a bunch of his friends run in. They sexually assault her, rob the house pretty methodically, steal some shit, and then take off. Could have been a lot worse, but it's happening. And of course, they're right on Ring camera. MD, I'm sure you know how to, federal agent. Why don't you go ahead and tell us how to? You have to be a complete fucking idiot to ask how to make a bomb on the internet, or you are a federal agent. One of the two. You're a complete fucking idiot either way. All you did is just fucking spark YouTube's algorithm to report your account. And I know you got a burner. Somebody look at MD's account right there and see what's on his account. Of course it's a burner account. They also know where it came from. They know what fucking IP address you just sent that from. Fucking idiot. Anybody checked his account? Let's see what's there. Best place to get peptides. We've used peptide scientists. Brandl's got a guy he's been doing some stuff with that we ordered from recently. I'll ask Amanda who it is. They shipped really quick. Their shit went out really fast. And I know there's been some stuff with like Wolverine and inhalant stuff in the past. But these guys have it. Can you hear me? What's the new peptide place we just used?
Research Chem.
They're on Instagram. ResearchChem.is is who we just used. Love the woodland. We do a lot of it. What about smelling salts? I would assume you could buy them right off Amazon. Calm down, buddy. You're gone, dipshit. Banned. Anything else? Alzheimer's. So first of all, Alzheimer's only exists in the United States. Everywhere else they call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. So inflammation and sugar is a lot of the cause of that. Yes, there's a lot of things showing that dementia and Alzheimer's is helped quite a bit by creatine of all things. It's been around 30 so years, well researched as a workout chemical and supplement. Creatine. 10,000 IUs a day, which is typically 2 scoops. I think it's 10,000. And that's what they're saying. They're saying there's also a lot of other stuff that is showing keto diet, reduction of carbs, removal of carbs and inflammation, just proteins and fats seems to help the Alzheimer's stuff quite a bit too. I assume if you're asking about it, you have somebody that is diagnosed with such. You should check out Dr. Barry. He's on YouTube and Instagram. He's very easy to access. He actually speaks on that quite a bit. Juju Mofo has some badass smelling salts. Is that a channel or is that a company? Best creatine? Man, I've been using Gorilla Laboratories. That's more plates, more dates. Redcon 1 has a creatine that I've also used. If you use code SOE gear, you will get 25% off your order at Redcon 1. Yeah, stay the fuck away from statin drugs. Statin drugs are causing dementia. They are causing Alzheimer's. They're causing, when they do a brain scan, they're causing whole gray area in the brain from statins. Statins fuck you up. You should not let anybody that you love ever use statins. And if they're telling you, they're even prescribing statins, somebody will go in for ABC, and when they prescribe the drugs, you'll go to the pharmacy and they will have also prescribed statins. And the pharmacist will tell you how to take them, even though you've had no conversation with your primary doctor about them. Do not take statins. The test that says that they are good for cholesterol, high cholesterol, it's not even proven. It was actually inconclusive, and it's a test from like 1964. Yeah, Andrew Huberman. You can follow him right on Instagram. He puts out short form content. Almost all of it is actionable, and you do not need a prescription for most of it. Joe Rogan did a podcast with a guy who does a lot of research and debunked a lot of the mainstream research surrounding Alzheimer's and dementia. Yep. Huberman's been on there a lot. Brecca also. Look up Gary Brecca. MCT coconut oil. Yes, I use Perillo Laboratories. If you're going to use MCT, you'll see a lot of things. M8, though, is the one that will cross the blood-brain barrier. Think of it as food for your brain, energy for your brain. Never even heard of statins. Interesting. They wanted to put them in the whole entire water supply for California. Busy with work. 10 days. Missed even checking in. Well, you didn't miss nothing, man. And the beauty of it is it's all still there. Anything we ever put up, it's all still there, should you want to listen to it or think that you need to. Unfortunately, there's a lot of information in these lives. It's all based off what you guys ask and then interaction. So there's no way to catalog it. So there's information buried in all of these lives, but they run an hour to 2 hours. So you kind of have to play them to find the 5 minutes of, the golden nugget. Back in the 70s, cholesterol norms were in the 300s. In the 70s, introduced statins, and all in dementia started appearing. Yeah, so cholesterol is not a bad thing. You know, testosterone is cholesterol. Did you know that? There's a lot of things that you buy to put in your body that are cholesterol. Do you remember when they said eggs were so bad for you? Do you remember when they said not to eat meat? I mean, look at the motherfuckers in charge of saying what's healthy and what's not healthy and what the food pyramid says that your children should eat. For Christ's sakes, they literally list Captain Crunch. They say Captain Crunch is healthier for your child than eating steak. Stop and think about that. Because if your child eats steak, there won't be any long-term, lifelong drug prescription from eating steak. But if you feed them Captain Crunch, there will be. Do you realize you didn't have dialysis clinics in every town? just 20 years ago didn't exist. Hurts my brain trying to figure out how the EDC organizer cigar pouch and the similar Velcro med organizers are made. Sewing white. I've done videos on them, man. And the real answer is buy one and cut it apart. Captain Crunch is like eating glass. It didn't used to be. Remember when it wasn't? When we were kids, it wasn't like that. Captain Crunch is your weakness? Yeah, the answer is actually buy two. You buy two, cut one apart, trace your patterns, and then you still have one together in order to know how to sew it back together. That is the real answer. You gotta let it sit in the milk for an hour. Keep in mind too, that milk you're putting it in has no nutritional value to you. There's no enzymes, there's nothing. That milk's been cooked to what, 200 degrees? People don't have milk allergies. They don't have dairy allergies, right? They have allergies to processed milk. People don't have gluten allergies. They have allergies to glyphosate. Think about that. What do they feed all those cows? Corn. What is the corn sprayed with right before it's harvested? Glyphosate. Think about all your cereals. What are they made with? Corn and wheat. What is wheat and corn sprayed with right before it's harvested? Glyphosate. You don't have a gluten allergy. You have a fucking Roundup allergy. Working on a non-nutritive cereal varnish. Have you talked about the situation in Aurora, Colorado? Yeah, we did earlier. Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes ago. Tell us about it since you're there. Give us some firsthand information. Of course, we know about it, but all we see is, the circular reporting. Yeah, you have a government allergy. Name something. Name 3 things for me that your government's done in the last 10 years that has benefited you. I'll bet you could name 20 that has taken away from you and harmed you and made your life more difficult. I'll bet you'd be hard-pressed to name 3 things that your government's done that has made your life better in the last decade. Clever, how are you, man? Eat beef from across the road, free-range chickens and eggs, veggies grown within a mile or 2 from here, milk from our cows. Beautiful. Me and wifey and our 6 kids, our health nice. What state are you in, Militant? I know I've asked that. I've literally heard farmers at the grocery store talking about spraying Roundup. Yep. They spray the field to kill everything in the field. And then you have to use Monsanto seed because it's the only thing that will grow through the Roundup. If you took your own corn and put it out there, it wouldn't grow because the Roundup will kill it. Stays in the soil for what, 12 weeks? Longer? And then while it's growing, they spray it again to kill anything else coming up. But they don't just spray it with Roundup. They also spray it with like D43 or something for a broadleaf, so it kills both. And then right before harvest, they spray it with Roundup again because it lowers the moisture content, because Roundup is a product of salt. Should my free T number, what should your number be? Oh, I don't know what it should be. Mine is 50, and my overall is 15. But LabCorp just changed their test, and I think they're actually testing now up to 2,000. Had tomahawk first time night, right on. That's just a ribeye with extra fucking bone on it. Milk first on a paper plate. There's no other way. It's more than Aurora. It's made its way to Evans and near the colleges in Denver. I have inside info that from state level law enforcement and they are trying to come up with some kind of task force. Caesar, are you located in Aurora? Why don't you people from Aurora report it and put up short form content and social media of it? Run deep well through a Berkey because we have lots of commercial farm. Yep. Yeah, it'll be in your well water. Have your well water tested. Virginia, got it. Aurora's 15 minutes from Denver. Yeah, it's by design, man. They want that shit to happen. They're getting that. You guys are getting, unfortunately, exactly what your local government wanted to happen. And the people that are responsible for it have their own security detail. Aren't you guys pretty much not allowed to have guns in Colorado, or they're very anti-gun? I told my wife that I want to outlaw sugar-loaded foods in our home to see if we can reduce joint. Oh, you absolutely would reduce joint pain. Joint pain. A lot of joint pain is inflammation. Inflammation comes from sugars and carbohydrates. Denver, the next 15-minute city. That makes sense. Usually order from Uline. Do you have any ordering experiment from Grain? What are you after? We order a ton of stuff from Uline also. I don't know how many locations Granger ships from, but we'll literally order stuff from Uline Sunday night and it'll be here Monday morning because they ship from 3 locations in the United States, if not more. Much like Amazon. Not one thing comes to mind Uncle Sam did to improve anything. And much of what we were told and we said Uncle Sam did that was great for us, you found out a decade or 2 decades later that was actually very insidious, corrupted, and actually now harms you. Hell's Angels heading there. Yeah, we'll see. They said that about the Trump rallies too. Columbia, Ohio won the National Smart City Challenges to become the first 15-minute city. Great. Yeah, that's going to be great. You want to see what that looks like? You can see a lot of videos of people living in China when they come out of their housing complex have a gate. And what their social credit score says determines when they can go and where they can go. They can literally go to a grocery store but can't buy a lot of things dependent on their social credit score. Sons of Silence is a big biker gang. Yeah, smile at the camera. Cameron, driving to work. What's up, man? What's going on in Aurora? Oh, you have a lot of Venezuelan gangs that are taking over apartment complexes and a lot of crime. You know, those people that came from Venezuela, that's not their doctors, lawyers, and forward thinkers. That is the asylum and the prisons have been cleaned out. And those have been, that's who's here. Those are gangs. I'm fucked when we go full socialist score, yep. But if you want to see what's going to happen, I mean, look at Canada, Australia, China. That's where they're heading. That's the whole thing with the CBDC. Take away your ability to buy things that they can't track. The social credit score seems like fake news. Look, Drippy Will just showed up. The AI chat bot, or they sent somebody in here to take issue. A man who's never commented here has now shown up. Somebody check out Drippy Will's page and see what kind of content he has. I think you'll find that there's none. When was that account made? Maybe the red states will split. That's what they want. I mean, if you look at the red states, if you look at the California, all the crazy shit in California, Oregon, Washington, those decisions are all made in 5% of the landmass. Just like if you look at Tennessee, you only have liberal fucktards in fucking Memphis and Nashville. Hey, Drippy Will, go fuck off somewhere else. Go do your own video and show up for the first time ever there. The first fucking time you show up to say some polar opposite shit to what we're saying. Go fuck off. Otherwise, tell me what the fuck I do. Because I'm just going to block you and you'll never comment here again. If you think there's something of value to gain from being here, then fucking participate in the conversation. There's about 400 of them going on right now. What is it that we do here? The language isn't necessary. Listen, I'm not down at the truck stop slapping dicks out of your mouth while you do your job, you simple bitch. So don't come in here and worry how I do my fucking job. What's the logo? What is the tag that's sewn in the product of all of my gear? If my language is your issue, my fucking authenticity is of more value than your fucking sensitivity. Your sensitivity is why we have so many weak fucking children in this world. Angry. Have fun with your guns. Look, 2 liberals. Both have been removed. The beauty of my fucking social media so far up until this point is I don't have to deal with people. See, we don't need regulations. We don't need moderators. You don't need any of that shit. You should not be able to call the police because somebody's doing some shit you don't like. You should handle it yourself. Unfortunately, when most men handle it themselves, they don't fucking take care of the criminal. They take care of the man that handled the problem. You don't need a moderator on social media. Just block the motherfuckers that you don't want to see what they're saying. Somebody comes in saying some polar opposite shit. You think that dude just stumbled across this feed by accident? That didn't happen. He was sent here. Eight Bear, what's up? Trump seems to be moving a little left on abortion. I don't give a fuck about abortion. I don't care. How many abortions have these bitches had that's how they vote? And what do you care as a fucking person raising your own children? What do we care if they kill their own kids? Let them kill their own fucking children. That just means your fucking grandkids don't have to deal with their bullshit. What do you fucking care? Are you going to have an abortion? Did your wife have an abortion? Then what do you fucking care? Let them fucking kill their children. It removes them from the gene pool. We used to call it racial hygiene. We called it eugenics. And then after the Nazis got caught doing it, everybody was up in arms over it, and eugenics went away. You know what they rebranded it as? Planned Parenthood. The charter is word for word. Margaret Sanger, who was fucking up to her neck in eugenics, is the founder of Planned Parenthood. They didn't even have to write any new documentation. They just changed the name. Charles Darwin. Yeah, it wasn't Charles Darwin. It was his cousin that started eugenics. Yeah, who do you think was in the trailer getting abortions and vasectomies at the DNC? Do you think it was anybody you know, or do you think it was some crazy bitches that cut their tits off? Let them do it. Let them do it. And also, they weren't doing like the full-blown vacuum it out, cut it out abortion. They were just giving out RU-482. And everybody's up in arms over how expensive the morning after pill is. We were curious about that. It can be had at Walmart for $48. History is not what fucking people think it is. We have these fucking heroes. Trump did a ton of shit. He's just the lesser of the shit. I'm more for take the guns first. You didn't ever hear about fucking what the fuck happened in Las Vegas. You didn't hear none of that shit. Trump doesn't even know what fucking an AR-15 is compared to a fucking a 308 battle rifle. Had no clue. His son does. And that's where the change is. Will he do what he says he's going to do? Remains to be seen. Will Kamala do what she says she's going to do? Fuck yes, she will. So which one is better off getting a vote for him? Dad raised 8 kids on 1 paycheck, and we were never on welfare. Yeah, same here. We were never on welfare either. Do I have any wrench rolls? Yes, I have some wrench rolls. He was a Democrat. He's still kind of a Democrat. Yeah, the winners write history. And now it's even easier because most history is just the internet. People are too lazy. We have people right now that don't know how to fucking read a map. They wouldn't even know how to go check out a book. And God forbid it be written in fucking cursive. Why so many Mystery Ranch 2-day assault packs? How many do you see? 2? Because you disagree that I have 2, or you think I should have more? I have 48 Mystery Ranch bags. I've got about 85 packs. I think the real question is, why do you not have a Mystery Ranch 2-day assault pack? Martin Luther King Jr., first recipient of Margaret Sanger's award. Tucker had a pretty good special about how Martin Luther King's civil rights movement was communist, funded by the CIA. Have one, just curious if you're doing R&D. Nah, I have some 3-day packs. I am putting together some smaller bags just to keep in the truck for day-to-day stuff. Longer range trips, we'll swap them out and put the 3-day bags. Everything that's in the 2-day bags go in is also already, I don't have to pull contents. They're already in the 3-day, and then the 3-day has a little more shit in them. And I'm just adding and building different modules and shit, right? These are single packs, right? Rather than carrying bottles, or these are just rip open 2 pills, right? So just building out all my own shit. Berkey Elements sold out for quite a while. Yeah, Berkey got shut down by the Food and Drug Administration. Go on Amazon. You'll find a bunch of things similar to that. You will even find Berkey ones on Amazon. Whether they're real or not, I don't know. You can buy them very inexpensively compared to Berkey. You can throw them in. You can also order a water test that you can have done locally, or you can send it out to an independent laboratory, and within a few days you will know whether those filters are working. They also have fluoride and heavy metal filters in addition to the black filters on Amazon. Do your own due diligence. You can take them to your water department, have them tested. You can take them to your, what's the office I'm thinking of, guys, that does all the wells and all the farm shit in all the towns. You can take them there and have the water tested as well. Oh, there's tons of counterfeits with everything, dude. Counterfeit tourniquets, counterfeit silver coins. No, not the water district. Something else. Mr. Beans, go fuck off somewhere else, child. Nobody's looking to get set up by a federal agent here tonight. Have you noticed that manual transmission? Yeah, they absolutely are. And people can't. That should be a requirement to vote. You want to be able to vote? You should have to be able to drive a manual transmission. You want to know whether some dude can be in your prepper group, whether he's a fucking trustworthy or even worth looking at? He should be able to drive a manual transmission. How many motherfuckers would be weeded out of your life if they couldn't, if you just simply go, hey, jump in this 5-speed right here and drive it? Gen Z anti-theft. Went with the ceramic filters since the black Berkey. Yeah, they were called water wicks originally. Oh, extension office is what I'm looking for. Extension office. Counterfeit tactical gear? I don't know. You're not going to find anything that says special operations equipment, so there's no counterfeit of what I do there. There's a ton of other gear. The sad fact is, shitty tactical gear will do just fine for 90% of the people out there. You can buy test strips for almost every element on the internet. I'm honored you'd say that. I don't know what you're talking about, Isaac. Isn't it past your bedtime? Don't you have to be to work in the morning? Where I work, we have counterfeit employees. We'll swell. We'll hire 5, and within a couple weeks, 4 will be gone. We have people come in and do what it takes to get the job. It's very rare that we have people do what it takes to keep the job. Oh, driving manual. You make a chest rig for use with a backpack. You can run all of our chest rigs with a backpack. Be more specific in your question. I'm not sure what you're asking. Walmart makes us all employees when it's time to check out. Gold leader. I understand what you're saying, and Scully says the same thing. I don't mind the self-checkout, and you might not be aware, but you're going to actually have to pay to self-checkout. Walmart's theft and loss has gone through the roof, so much so they are going to make you pay a monthly fee to do self-checkout, and they're going back to employee checkout. Now, with that said, the caliber of employee that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, can you imagine how fucked up the checkout line is about to be when you go back to it? You're going to have Martha and all these motherfuckers. I go in and I check out, and I'm out of there in 5 minutes. You stand in a line, bro. You're there in line for 30 to 40 minutes dealing with shitty people. That's just some bullshit you've been convinced of. If you eat fast food, your food's fucked up at McDonald's every fucking time. You know when your food's not fucked up? When you use the self-kiosk checkout. There's a bunch of people with ridiculous on their restrictions on their CDL that state automatic. Interesting. I scan as I use the scan. I have that scan app at Costco too. But it's never worked right. I scan all my own shit as we put it in the cart at Sam's Club. I don't ever have to stand in line. I don't have to be around shitty people. I don't have to be around a motherfucker ringing his order up in 4 separate fucking orders because he's buying some shit for his grandma. I don't have to be around smelly people. I don't have to be around people farting. I just fucking put all my shit in my cart and walk right out the front door. Wally World Target allowed to stay open while small. Yep. Not sure if it's true, but Costco told me Sam's has a patent on the scan it. I don't know about that, but because Costco has that. They've got an app. And if you ever go to self-checkout at Costco, they have employees there that scan your shit. Would you like us to scan your shit while you're in the self-checkout lane? Dude, Costco starts their employees at $30 an hour. Costco has no problem having quality employees because that employee knows if he's fucking drunk Sunday night and doesn't show up to work or perform shitty on Monday and he gets put on probation, he knows there is no other job where he's ever going to have a job paying him what he pays. Walmart has the scan as you go under the Walmart Plus. Interesting, I did not know that. I got a rat's tourniquet holder as an extra one time when I ordered in past. It is Velcro backed instead of PALs. Yep, those were free items we gave out with a code for that. What the fuck is with people shopping at the register? I thought that crap at the register was for kids. It is, man, but it's an impulse buy. While you pause right there, you buy that shit. You didn't know you wanted a drink, but you buy a drink. You didn't know you wanted a charger. Say, when they can get you to pause for 60 seconds while waiting to check out, they sell the shit out of that stuff. Those are high volume products. Costco is going 2-tier with their employees, I hear. The unionized Costco Teamsters may strike soon. Only a small number of their stores. Interesting, I didn't know they even had a union. Possible, could you please show low profile EDC side by side? Nah, we got videos of that now. There's no difference in them, Clever. The low profile has the loops and the G-hook. The other one has the Cobra buckle. Buy yourself the EDC low profile. It's what I wear every single day. You're going to pay $25 more to have the cool Cobra buckle. It actually has less adjustment than the low profile. It's the exact same belt. Panic at the Costco. Yeah, we did that patch and sticker. We did a shirt too. Walmart Scan and Go requires you to go to checkout for the grumpy bitch at the front to check your order last I saw. New CFOs are less about employees and more about stockholders. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to have Martha check you out, by all means do that. I don't have the time. I don't know what's your guys' time's worth. Like, are you making enough that you can break down how much you get paid an hour? Like, if you make an hour, right? Can you break that down into the minute? What's your fucking time worth? My time, I have a lot of shit I can do other than stand at a register and wait for somebody that doesn't like me to check me out, and somebody who's making a lot less money than me to check me out and fucking judge me on all the meat I'm buying versus the fucking Captain Crunch they buy. Home Depot Lowe's have my number at the checkout stand. Oh, peanut M&Ms. My eggs and bread survived the trip. All right, guys, I'm about to jump off of here. I hope everybody had a successful, productive weekend. I hope you have something, whatever you did this weekend, I hope you have something to show for what you did this weekend, whatever that is. And if you don't have something to show for it, and you don't have what you want, you should probably evaluate what you're doing on your weekends. Miscellaneous projects. I do these most evenings. Bucky's employee salary $17.77. Most of the people there average 60 to 100, yet they can't fucking staff the store. That's just the point, man. Like, the employees are not fucking there. Bucky's is always fucking hiring people. Love the covert bag. Only recently noticed the pals on the sides. Right on. I've been building 4-mag war bags. I built this one today. There's a couple more up there. I built Friday and Saturday. If you would like one, those are not on the website. You just send me an email about them. Same with these LBVs. You send me an email if you would like one of those. Padded war belt system, rifleman kit or jungle kit. We're putting these all out in pieces. These are not ever going out as a full kit. Guys want that because they think they're going to get a discount. You are not. Buy the pieces as they become available. We did hundreds of Rallyman mag pouches last week. I have suspender sets out on the floor right now. I have 1-quart canteens out on the floor, as well as available in OD and OD Black. We've been running butt packs. We have made hundreds of butt packs in the last month. There are more of those out on the floor right now. We just keep running them in circles. So grab the pieces as you see them come available. If you wait because you think you're going to order a bunch of pieces at once to try to save on shipping or whatever, good luck. It's probably never going to happen for you. Yeah, I've been bitten by a venom. I got bit by a Southern Pacific rattlesnake, October 1st, 1986. What almost got you, Clever? Did my third to last wedding yesterday, only 2 more to go. Done on the 4th. So glad to be done. What are you going to do in lieu of that? Cottonmouth. Got it. Yeah, we have those here. They're very aggressive. All right, guys. Good night. Flight catering, simmer well. Still have a ton of work to do on the new kitchen. Nice. If you doubled your prices, would it be worth doing the wedding stuff? I assume it would not be. It's not about the money, I would guess. Surplus, yeah, surplus store, Matthew. The shittiest surplus store with the lowest prices. Surplus. Does this fucking look like surplus? You just walked into a Lamborghini dealership and asked them if they had any fucked up used cars for under $100. Brides aren't where, yeah, Bridezilla. Looks like costume. Perfect. You're gone. You'll never get to know. Whether you were being funny or not, or haha, or just an asshole, you've been removed. I know you still hear my voice. I know you see yourself typing. You have been banned here. So maybe you should go watch some of the 5,000 videos and find out what you just lost access to. And if you want to come back, just fucking use one of your other fake accounts and jump on back here. The beauty of this is you're going to see a lot of my content now, and you're going to realize, oh shit, you just fucked up. Snake bites during grid down. Oh, you're fucked. Don't get bit by a snake. Be cognizant of where you are. Every time I've almost been bit by a snake, could have easily been preventable. It's me reaching under things and over things, usually trying to capture snakes. Where there are normal non-venomous snakes, there are also sometimes venomous snakes. So be more cognizant of what you do. Bro was working in Florida, came across a big ass, Eastern Diamondback, had to kill it, then realized it more was right because him the whole time. Then realized its mare was right beside him the same time. I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, snake boots, gaiters maybe. Danner makes some boots that are pretty high, that are, you know, snake proof. There's a lot of companies that do. Marjorie Wildcraft has a video on how to survive a copperhead. Copperheads are the least of your problems, though. Like when your dog gets bit by a copperhead and you take it to the vet, they give it Benadryl. Copperhead, if you have to be envenomated, copperhead is the fucking best choice you have. I like Marjorie Wildcraft stuff. You don't see much of her anymore. I had VHS tape she put out on, you know, fucking homesteading before anybody knew what homesteading, or before it was really a household term. Snakes mate, got it. Yeah, rattlesnakes have live birth, guys. All pit vipers, they have live babies. And mates don't usually, snakes mate usually in a den, and the mate doesn't stay around. That's a falsity. I'm not saying there wasn't another snake right there. KA, what's up? How are you? Thoughts on NIR dies? Seems to be expanding industry trend, night vision, near peer threat. Yeah, most of your solution died stuff is going to be that. Eastern Diamondbacks do not mate for life. That is not correct. That is something that perhaps you've heard. Somebody look that up. Send me something from the Googles that says that. I fancy myself as knowing a fucking ton about reptiles, and probably more than anybody on here does. It's been a huge part of my life. For guys that don't realize, I had such a large snake collection. I had 2 full-time reptile keepers on payroll. One of them moved here from Las Vegas. He was Nicolas Cage's snake keeper, and another one was a curator from the Chicago Zoo. I don't do any reptile stuff. I don't currently have any reptiles, but reptiles is something that I know a fucking lot about. Can somebody other than Kevin Timmer send me something? So only Eastern Diamondbacks mate for life. So Eastern Crotalus, Eastern Diamondbacks, Crotalus the family, but not anything West Coast, only Eastern Diamondbacks mate for life. Is that what you're telling me? None of the other rattlesnakes do, right? Because none of the other rattlesnakes do. Quit killing copperheads. You have enough items for a Civil War reenactment. We manufacture all this. I started this company 35 years ago. We build gear. We've built gear for the SEAL teams, on the entire SF community. Our shit's in movies. We've been around a long fucking time. This is a store, and we sell everything that you see here. Marty Stufer. I don't even know who Marty Stufer is. A lot of people say things just because somebody else said it and they have repeated it. You guys have a great night. Timmer might prove out that I'm wrong and you're right. BHB Reptiles, he bred, Brian Barczyk bred a lot of rattlesnakes. I know a lot of guys that were pretty heavy in venomous animals. I don't keep a lot of them. Venomous animals create other venomous animals, and there's a lot of legalities to moving them across state lines. So I did not breed a lot of venomous animals. I didn't breed any venomous animals, but I kept a lot of rattlesnakes over the years. I guess I did. Yeah, I bred some rattlesnakes also in California. Hey, Erwin, you're banned. Like, my threshold for bullshit is very, very fucking low, and that's how we're going to move forward. So anybody hearing this that thinks they're going to come on here in another future thing and joke around, you should probably clarify, hey, this is just a joke. If you distract me or irritate me, we will just remove you from here on out. If you think there's any value to gain or anything that you might want access to in the future, fucking around, I don't have time for it in my life at all anymore. Can cottonmouth climb trees? All snakes can climb trees. Cottonmouth is a heavier bodied animal. Can they climb trees? Absolutely. They can climb up into your boat, so I would assume that they could climb trees. Now, they have a lot of options. Why would they climb trees? No shooting this year, New York State Fair. Then they get a rapper today, and it's just heard shots were fired. Well, I mean, if you remove black on black gun crime, what percentage of gun crime goes down? And I have black friends, and some of them get very angry when I say this. But when you remove black on black crime in Chicago, how much gun violence disappears in Chicago on a weekly basis? 99%. I'll bet some weeks 100% of it disappears. When you remove gun crime from St. Louis, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, what's the major city I'm thinking in Chicago? St. Louis? I don't think Chicago was even in there. You literally you take the United States from top 3 in gun violence to over 200 in gun violence by removing those 3 cities annually. They climb trees to get away from king snakes. They climb trees also after prey and such. But the prey is very, very abundant when it rains or in the Everglades, for instance. But it's not, they don't climb trees to get away from king snakes. King snakes can climb trees. Every snake can climb. I bred tons of king snakes. I've literally had thousands and thousands of king snakes. We used to go out to the desert just to collect king snakes. King snakes are found in every single state of the United States. King snakes, as all other snakes, can climb. It's just whether they do or not. They don't climb as much as other snakes do. Not too much prey left in Florida. Why do you say that? Because of the pythons? Of course there's prey left in Florida. Every mouse has mice. Every rat has rats. Those snakes, they'll eat a lot of other things. They'll eat bird nests and such. Do we make an extra large duffel? No, we make 3 duffel bags. We make 3 products called duffel bags. We do not make an extra large. I do make some large bags that somebody who's not familiar with the product line might consider to be a duffel bag. No, king snakes don't eat as many venomous animals as people say. A king snake will eat any snake that it can kill and swallow, including other king snakes. King snakes do not seek out venomous snakes just to eat venomous snakes. King snakes eat all snakes, lizards, everything like that. And if they're fed, a lot of times I have kept multiple king snakes in one enclosure together. As long as they're well fed, they're not going to eat other snakes typically anyways. Now cobras, if you keep cobras, the main prey of cobras is other snakes. King snakes to control rat. Yeah, king snake, you can keep any snake to control rats though. Gray rat snakes, also known as chicken snake, gopher snakes, bull snakes, pine snakes, all of those snakes all eat rats. And as far as rats, like a rat is like a big rat, king snakes aren't eating big rats. They'll eat babies and small rats, but there are other, snakes better off for eating big rats. How do you get wild snakes to eat? Most of it's the temperature. Put them in a cage, give them a hiding spot, raise the temperature. Like a lot of people take rattlesnakes and put them in cages and they won't eat. Raise the temperature. Supposedly, we have coral snakes in the Everglades. But they're very, very shy. There are there's 2 types. There's a Tucson coral snake, if I remember correct, and then there's eastern coral snake. You're really going to be hard pressed to get envenomated by a coral snake because it doesn't have front fangs. It has to really bite on you, get a little bit of tissue damage, and then like that saliva, because they're a rear-fanged animal, or you might as well think of them as a rear-fanged animal. It is envenomation from eastern coral snakes is very, very rare. You could be bit by a coral snake, and the chances of you getting envenomated are very low. They're very shy. You could pick one up. They're usually not even going to try to bite you. They're very pretty. They're small. We could do a whole fucking separate podcast on just reptiles and reptile keeping. We had mentioned that in a podcast a few episodes ago. We probably should do that at some point. Even people who don't want to keep reptiles always are very curious about reptiles. Do you have any concept builds that you can share? Ask me in a different manner. I don't know what you're asking me. Yeah, red next to yellow kills a fellow, red next to black is a friend of Jack, or red next to black venom malak. Saw a headline about a guy getting bit in the balls on a toilet. Not by a fucking, it's not, didn't happen. That, or he was trying to put his dick in that fucking snake's mouth. Coral snakes are small. You couldn't get your balls into a coral snake's mouth. Coral snakes are small animals. At least everyone I've ever seen is. Chances are he was doing something stupid, and that was what he told the hospital. And it's more likely that it was just some shit that somebody said something and somebody else passed it on. You guys still making triple mag shingles in Coyote? Tried to add one to my cart, and it would only allow me to add multicam. I put one online the other night for a guy to order one. No, that was a single mag shingle. No, we haven't been running them. Guys haven't been buying them. We just put a single in there. I have 2 in multicam black available. If you would like one of these in Coyote, send me an email. I will put one online. You can order it. Once we have an order, I'll plus it up and have a small batch of them built. That's how most of this shit gets built nowadays. A python, maybe he will get superpowers. I saw a headline, a guy getting bit on the balls on the toilet. Has anyone on here ate venom? Yeah, I've eaten venomous snakes. Are mambas and coral snakes similar size? No, mambas are big animals, and they're not found anywhere around where a coral snake is. Actually, I think, doesn't Australia have some kind of coral snake or something? Are you working on prototype gear? We're always working on prototype gear. I just prototyped a, what's that fucking mosquito thing? I can't think the name of it. I bought several of them. I've even had them. They've been around 20 so years. I just built a pouch to hold that thing. Showed it on the live Friday. We showed it on the members video also. Thermacell is what I'm thinking of. And I don't even see it sitting here. But that's the newest thing. I built it up Thursday and Friday. When I saw the cottonmouth within striking distance, jumped back, tried to bite me. So, yeah, they're pretty aggressive, man. Somebody told us they had one in a trash can, 55-gallon trash can, and we went to get it. And when we took the lid off the trash can, that thing sprung up and struck up beyond the top of the trash can. And if you'd have told me that it did that, I would have said you're full of shit had I not seen it myself. Australia does have the most venomous snakes, plural. They also have that sea snake, which is highly venomous and bites hardly anybody ever. Black mamas are massive. Saw a few trucking across the flats in Africa Safari. Makes you not want to get. Yeah, they're very big. I believe they mostly eat other snakes too. A python, maybe he will get super. I don't know what we're talking about there. Matt Christopher, what's up? All right, guys, I am out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow. We'll probably have some more content up if you're in our members group on Patreon and YouTube. Make sure you check for the new videos going up there. Guys not aware, everybody in here with a star next to their name, that's a member. At the $10 membership level, we make videos every week. In community, you ask questions and we build an entire video around your questions. It can be about business, homesteading, lifestyle design, social media. It can be around anything that you want to discuss, building gear, anything. I've run a company for 35 years before the internet, so I know a little bit about how to run business and I know a little bit about internet. SRF tickets. Yep, you guys can get tickets for Self-Reliance Festival. That'll be October 4th, 5th, and 6th. Rewatched the interview with Mookie from years back. Still fun. Yep. Mookie was on one of the lives here a couple weeks ago. And guys, if your life depends on it, don't take the information I give you as being correct. Just take the information I give you that perhaps you haven't heard of and look into for yourself. And if you find I'm wrong, send me a link to something that shows me that I am, I have a belief that is incorrect or that I'm just straight wrong, right? I've done a lot of shit for a long time, and I've seen a lot of people say a lot of things. And I usually, when it goes against something I have heard or believe, I look it up. So you guys do the same. I just give you information that I have seen to be true for myself. And I want you guys to look that up for yourselves. All right, you guys, I'm out. Good night.